Ah. Ah. Ah.
Okay, yeah, turning trash into art. I'll show some pictures here of examples, but I'm not doing that. I'm doing some other thing I found. But why? Why would you make art out of trash? So I don't know, really. I think this is cheap. It's very cheap because you just steal someone's trash, but they won't be mad that you stole it because it's trash. I don't really know. Just look at the examples. Some of it is pretty cool, but I don't really know where I can find a door or something really big. I only got this some little piece of another picture. Yeah. So that's what we're doing today. So, and you're probably wondering, how the fuck did I get this piece? Yeah, we need a little flashback for that. So. Okay, I'm back, and yeah, you just saw the piece, and now I'm gonna try to open it, but it doesn't really go that well. Spoiler, but yeah, I first tried to screw it off. As you can see, there's these two bigger screws at the bottom, but they won't really budge, and I don't have a screwdriver that fits. So I think, I thought my screwdriver was wrong, which it is, but I also think the screws are glued in, because even if I have this multi-tool, as you can see, that I tried using, but it didn't work. It really didn't work for shit. But yeah, I tried. But I gave up a bit, and then I tried to crack the plastic with these two screwdrivers. So if I couldn't open it, then maybe I could break it. But it was really hard. Like, I tried, but it didn't work. So yeah, what can you do? I got the best idea. I just grabbed a hammer and went outside and started hitting it, and it worked. So yeah, I've hit it. So I just hit it until it broke. And when it broke, I just took the piece and just ripped it off, the plastic and the paper behind, and I was left with the metal piece that I wanted. But it's good. So now that I have the piece as I wanted, I take it and I took it inside, and then I was so happy. You see me thumbs up and all that. But I really, I was proud of myself, because it took me like 30 minutes to try and get it off with the screwdrivers, and it took me like 2 minutes to hammer it to pieces. And then I started trying to sand it down so it gets a more rough edge, as when I use sandpaper. I want to use glue on a piece of cardboard, so I have something to paint on, because painting directly on metal, on smooth metal, is not very good. So I traced a piece of cardboard, or card, or whatever it's called, I don't really know, and cut out the square. So I'll put this over, so I have a surface that has a little more grip for the paint, so it sits much nicer on it. But yeah, use some glue on the sides. As you can see, the sides puff up a bit more, so they get the most glue, and I put some on the middle, but mostly on the sides, because that's where the piece is gonna sit mostly. And I just press it down. And now I've let it rest for 2 days. It probably only needed one, but I didn't do anything for 2 days with it. And then I started painting. So first I give it a grounding black color. So I like starting with black, even though the background is going to be red or blue or whatever. just because I think it makes it easier and it makes the colors pop more when you use black as the first background. But yeah, I put some red on it, give it an uneven textured layer so it gets these, this effect that I really like. And then I start on the face. I don't only paint faces, I paint bodies and poses, but on such a small piece, I really can't get the detail I want in a full body or half body or whatever, so I just draw a face or paint a face. And it takes so many layers to get the result that I want, but I really think it does something for, the piece, everything. And I'm actually pretty proud of this one. I didn't really do anything new, like, some new technique or something crazy. But I just like the piece. It's all around good. It's not my best, not my worst, and that is really good enough, which I'm happy with. Yeah, I'm sorry about the lighting, but it's really hard to get good lighting when the sun doesn't want to cooperate. And I add details and from layers and backgrounds and all these things. I actually used oil paint for most of the red, not the background, but the eyes and around the mouth and details of the background. Those things that look like small little crusted up mountains. That's the background. This oil paint, and it gives so much more, but it takes a hell of a long time to dry, so there's not really much in it for me, but I love the texture oil paint gives. I just hate the drying time. So if any of you have any tips on how to make it dry faster, I would love that. I have a hairdryer, an old hairdryer that I use, but that also takes time, so I mostly want it to dry quicker on itself. So, I don't really have to do anything to make it dry faster, it just does that. But yeah, this, as you can see, we're nearly done. And I'm pretty glad with this piece. It's really good, actually. I like it. And I also like the way, like, what the canvas is, what I've painted on. I think it makes it a lot more interesting. And this is the final piece. This from the side. So, I really love what I've made here. I'm really proud of this. Actually, I like it a lot. And this is from the front. It's very different from what I normally do, but I don't really know what to say, but I'm really glad I made this piece. And yeah, here's me showing it in scale. I'm 6 foot, and this piece is about so big. So yeah, as you can see, it's really cool. It's not 100% finished. I still need to make a tag for it, but we'll do that. Thank you for watching.